Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with part 2 of this Watch What I Make with These Scraps series. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, the playlist link is in the description box down below. Go get caught up and then come back. When I left off, I had made these 2 blocks and I had trimmed them. I don't know if I told you that I trimmed them. And that's how I got these little tiny scraps that somehow have to be worked into this project. And now what I did while my mother was on the phone, and I knew better than to record over that, I put a little bit of a border. I'm going to make a tote bag with this. And I'm probably going to, come up with something else. I want to use all the scraps. So I had a little bit of... I had 2 strips that were both almost 1 inch wide, so I trimmed them both to 1 inch wide, and I had enough to do 3 sides, and that's all I need to do right now. I'm going to trim those, and I'm going to have a slight boxed bottom. It won't be too wide. It's going to be this and then the other side, so I don't know, maybe like 1.5 inches. And I'm going to make the lining out of muslin because I don't think I have enough to piece, and I don't know. I would like to keep the scraps for something else. I have scraps of muslin, so I'm going to line this with the muslin. And I'm going to try to make the boxed bottom on that too. And I've never done that with the way that I put tote bags together. But I'm going to do that. So let me trim these ends, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces of muslin this same size. When I went to get some scrap muslin, I saw that I had some scraps of the iron-on fusible. So I went ahead and put some on each side, the one-sided iron-on, just to stiffen it up a little bit. And I usually sell this, but they've been out for a while and I haven't been able to get any more. So I just had my scraps, and then my scraps of this stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I've not done it this way before, but I'm going to cut, where's my scissors? Somewhere. They're right here. So I'm going to just cut out this little corner on both sides. This is the bottom of the bag. This is the top. I want some red up top too, but I'm not sure yet how I'm doing that. So you can see I'm just going to cut in till I cut the depth of this little border piece. And now I'm going to cut this way. Let me get under the camera. It would be good if my scissors were sharp. I need to sharpen these scissors. And I'm doing the fusible and everything here. I guess that's good enough. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? And the same here. I'm just going to cut up. I do have a sharpener. Yay! Whoops, I missed a little part right there. Now that's one side, and I did the 2 pieces of muslin, but I still have to do this guy. Done. Here's what I'm doing first. I want some red up here, but I'll have to do that to this also. Hang on. I have this lovely piece that is just about perfect for a long strap, so I can't touch that. So I have to do some piecing. What I want is a strip of red at the top of all 4 of these pieces. I just did some editing and realized that I was like so crunched under that camera. It was driving me crazy. So I raised my camera a little bit. Okay, I added a strip of red to both pieces of muslin and both pieces of the outer part of the bag. I'm going to be putting that together. I do want to remind you that I have all these strip sets and I still have other scraps, so these won't be part of this. And I have all my little sticks and stuff. I haven't forgotten about any of this stuff, but I'll be making more than one thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's start with these pieces. Right sides facing. So I'm just going to sew down each side and across the bottom. So far, I think I would give myself like only a C+ for the quality of my work. I don't care for it with the little things cut out, and it really isn't necessary for such a narrow bottom, but I thought I would try it. Okay, so what you do is now these little notched parts, you kind of just, you open up the bag like this. It's not that difficult. I'm making it look difficult. Let me get closer. Okay, see the notch? You open it like this. And then you're just going to match it up and sew across. That's all. Both sides. Okay, so this came out pretty cute. I turned it, and you can see we have this on the side, and here's our little like boxed bottom. It just gives it some room. I really like it so far. Isn't it kind of cute? I think it's kind of cute. Okay, now for this. I'm putting these right sides together. But for this, I am sewing just down the sides. We're leaving that bottom open. TV is on now. This is done. I left it open on the bottom, and we're not turning this right side out. We're leaving it wrong side out. And I'm going to just put it with this and push this aside. Now, I just realized this piece, it's not really that wide, and the way I like to do the straps are I fold in to almost the middle, and then I fold again, and then I sew. So that's a very narrow strap. My other option would be to sew down one side all the way down and then turn it. But it would be very flimsy, and I don't want to put fusible and then try to turn with that. So we're just going to have a very narrow strap on this. Going in, folding, and sewing all the way down. I didn't even use red thread. I used like a light gray. And I sewed down the, the open end, and then I always sew on the other end too, just to, on the other edge, I should say, just to make it look like that. So even though it's narrow, I kind of like it. Now we take the top part of the bag, and I have the opening up here. And I take this strap, and I make like a U under it. And I make sure that it's not twisted at all. I need 2 pins. I'm going to take this edge, and I leave it sticking up a little bit so that it'll really be caught in the bag. And I'm going to just pin it there. And again, make sure my strap isn't twisted. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Leave it sticking up a little bit. Shove a pin there. Now I'm just going to the machine, and I'm just going to tack it down on each side just to hold the strap in place. And I noticed that I have a different color thread in the bottom, in the bobbin. So there's 2 different shades of some kind of color on that strap. I'm just saying that because whoever ends up winning this on eBay will know. Okay, I'm just putting the bag like this. I'm just putting the strap on it. Now I'm taking this and making sure that I have the top, and I'm going to tuck all this inside like that. And then I'm going to match up here and here, where the strap is, like that. And at the machine, I'm just going to, wiggle it around and get it so it's right, and then I will sew all the way around. Move you down a little bit now. Okay, we are going to turn this now. Hope it came out good. First, I want to make sure that strap is good. Now this is going to be the lining But what we have to do before we tuck it in there is we have to finish up this boxed bottom. Now this is something, like I said, that I've not done before. So what I'm going to do is, I guess I really wouldn't have had to worry about it being boxed. And the stitching is going to be, you know, showing, but that's okay. It's not a reversible bag, and it'll be shoved in the bottom of the bag. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to sew, and then I'm going to finish it with a zigzag. And then we'll come back and take care of those corners that I shouldn't have bothered with. As always, I feel like I'm making this way more difficult than it is. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and pinch these. But like I said, the stitching's going to show. And I'm just going to go and sew across there. And I'm going to do that same thing on that side. And I'm going to stitch, and then I'm going to go ahead with some zigzag. And I didn't bother with a straight stitch. I just zigzagged the hell out of both those ends. And it is going to give it that wideness that we need. Okay? Okay, we're tucking it in now. Get in there. And see, the reason I put the red on the top and also on the muslin is so that it's finished, you know, with the red. Oh my God. This is adorable. And it's all nice inside there. Oh, I love it. Do I need to switch to red thread? Because what I like to do is top stitch all the way around. You know what? I'm not going to. I don't want to screw it up. It's going to stay like this. I like it. I like it just like this. See? This is awesome, you guys. I really don't mind that there's not red thread on there. I hope you don't. That doesn't bother me at all. I just really, really like it. And like I said, the boxed bottom, it's not like it's going to be, you know, standing up. But it's just really cute. I am not putting this up for auction at the end of this video. I'm going to wait until I'm done with all of this stuff and this stuff. We'll see what I make next. That's going to be in a different video. I still have this. I still have other pieces like this. So I should be able to come up with something, and we'll finish it next time. And then this will be a penny auction. Well, I hope you like what I made. I love it. And it looks, you know, nicely finished. Okay, you guys. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye!